Hello YouTube friends, this is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. I'm taking my walk to the mailbox. So my sister and I, as of today, the garage is empty. The tow truck came this morning to take the car to the repair shop in one of these little towns outside of, in the outskirts of the villages. So we're, as of this point in time, I'll be right back. And I'm back. So at this point in time, the main thing on the car was the radiator fan, and they're fixing that. It's now about 10 minutes after 4 in the afternoon. So it's tough when your car breaks down. It's really tough. It's a strange, bewilderingly strange feeling. The garage is where the car sits. It's just a big empty space. That's kind of an eerie feeling, and it's just a very strange feeling, you know. So walking up to get the mail, I don't even know where to begin today. Wearing the Lincoln Park hat and the Lincoln, let's see, got there, the Lincoln Park shirt. So Lincoln Park will be 100 years old next year. So I don't know what they're going to do to celebrate, but I'm sure they're going to have some great fiesta thing, some great celebration. So originally the town was part of Pequannock Township, broke away from Pequannock Township in 1922 and became its own town, called Lincoln Park. Prior to 1922, the town was called Beavertown. Now, it's not like on January 1st, on 1922, here comes a golf cart here. I think I'll take a break. No, they're going up that street there. So it's not like in January 1st, 1922, the town went from Beavertown to Lincoln Park. In our attic, you know, we had correspondence to my great-grandmother and in this hope chest. But though the envelopes were post-dated in the early 30s, and it still said, you know, Main Street, Beavertown. So even into the early 30s. So, you know, when you and people are off, you know, they're well-meaning, but then when they create the compilation of the history of the town, there's a feeling to make it clean. You know, like on January 1st, whatever it was, or whatever the date was, in 1922, the town became Lincoln Park, and the name Beavertown was forgotten. The Native Americans, the Delaware Indians, referred to Lincoln Park as Peace Valley. It's kind of a nice name, Peace Valley. I always thought that would have been a great name for the town. And I'm a great fan of Abraham Lincoln. But Peace Valley, it has kind of a nice ring to it. And so now here's something that it's very hard to find documentation on it. my grandmother was born, my grandma Mabey was born in 1898, and she was lived on, Lincoln Park has a mountain, Hook Mountain, and she said as a child she remembers that there was a, I don't know what you call it, Native American encampment, Native American village along Jacksonville Road in Lincoln Park. And that would have been in the early, say, my grandma 1898, so she was 6 or 7 years old. So maybe like in the early 1900s, there's still Native Americans living within Lincoln Park, which is very interesting. And a lot of people say, no, that couldn't be. And I just wish just to have one picture of the Native American encampment in Lincoln Park. Now, they did not have the teepees. Let's see what's going on here. Hi. So, YouTube friends, I just got the mail, and I'm going to take a little rest on this bench here. This is right by all the activity center, I believe they call this. And this is the scoreboard for the shuffleboard, and it's kind of cute. Somebody put two smiling faces on there. There's one of the trees I like a lot. I'll just sweep around here. There's another bench there. The swimming pool in the background. That's the bocce ball court. And there are a couple of benches there. Another bench there. This is the shuffleboard court. And in the near distance there is the mailbox center. There's that live oak tree that I like a lot. And there's the little rest stop there. I don't know exactly what you would call that. I guess it could be referred to as a gazebo. There's the horseshoe pit. You take off the the metal housing there, and then all the sand is there to play horseshoes. All shrubbery here in the background. Houses are just beyond this shrubbery to give the people privacy. Coming back to our two smiling faces. So I got my knapsack, as always, my water bottle on my left hand side, and my umbrella on my right hand side. So it's time to philosophize. Da, 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 bum, 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 bum. So I brought with me my very rare Daredevil comic book, Daredevil number 6 from 1964. February 1964. I was 10 years old and in the 5th grade. This book sold for $45. My sister bought this for me. This is considered bonus category number 2. I don't know what that means, but that means something. So let me try to get the cover. Here, The Fellowship of Fear. And this is back when Daredevil wore a yellow costume and not the red costume. It was a yellow and black costume, which I'm kind of partial to. I kind of like the yellow and black costume better than the red costume for some reason. I don't know, I just liked it better. And it says, be prepared for the ultimate in sheer villainy and suspense when the lone Daredevil battles the Fellowship of Fear. This is actually the heyday when Stan Lee actually wrote the comic books, and his name escapes me. That's terrible. It'll come to me. Those of you who felt we could never top our last ish, wait till you feast your eyes on this one. And what else it says here? It says, another spectacular smash hit. Smash hit. I better be careful. I get thrown off YouTube when you say smash hit together. From the House of Ideas, Daredevil #6. $45. Got this at the big comic book show about a year ago. So I'm going to read that. Or maybe even just read a couple of pages. I love this tree. This tree is calling, yearning, crying for a 10-year-old boy to build a tree fort on it. So there we go here. It's kind of cozy here. I like it here, and other than people getting the mail here and there, it's sort of secluded. Nobody bothers you here. I'm going to switch the camera around and maybe do a little philosophizing. So I'm getting good at switching the camera around without too much of a problem. Got the Lincoln Park hat, and of course the Lincoln Park shirt. Community unity. So is it evident that I'm a little bit homesick? Oh, I tell you. This is a strange time, July. There was a mass exodus of thousands of people in the villages for the snowbirds, and they head back to New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Michigan, and that sort of thing. And there's this dull ache, and on top of that, it's hurricane season, and this is right now. It's Tuesday, July 6th, and we're expected to have a hurricane arrive to the villages at about 3 o'clock tomorrow. It might be 2:30. Who knows? It could be, hey, it's descended on us early. So there's always this strange Twilight Zone anxiety that occurs as a result when the news and the Weather Channel and such announces a hurricane is on its way. There's not much you can do about it, but you just feel this. And I'm feeling double the anxiety that I normally would feel because I don't have a car. So I hope if any of my neighbors are watching this, forgive me, but it's like, oh, let Richard and Patty, oh, it's really bad, we're leaving. Let them weather it. Let them hunker down. I'm only kidding. So I don't know what to talk about, but I do have a lot on my mind. I'm going to read a couple pages of my Daredevil comic book. I have so much on my mind right now. You ever have that happen? You don't know where to begin, but you have so much on your mind. So I'm going to take a break, read a few pages of my Daredevil comic book, and then come back. I just want to give a shout out to where my sister bought this comic book for me. It's the Comic Book Connection comic book and toys shows. There's one coming up in late summer. The date hasn't been announced yet. I'm looking forward to that. And that's just in a town north of the villages. And I'll give more information as I find out more information about this big comic book show coming up. They call the town Wearsdale, and I'll give you more information on that when they announce when the date will be. I decided to move to the picnic table beneath the gazebo to read a few pages of my very rare 1964 Daredevil comic book. I was thinking of Jack Kirby before. I couldn't remember his name, but actually Jack Kirby did not draw Daredevil. Obviously, Stan Lee wrote this comic book, but Daredevil was drawn by Wally Wood, and the lettering was done by Sam Rosen. Of course, it's always, the ads are just as valuable and to be cherished as much as the copy within the comic book itself. You can be the He-Man. I love this. This is the Fellowship of Fear. Remember the Purple Man in DD number 4. Well, we have a hunch that this month's villain will remind you of him in some ways, but through their methods may be somewhat similar. But though their methods may be somewhat similar, you'll find that our Mr. Fear is far different than you first suspect. I just loved how he used to do this. Great drawing of Daredevil. Just great drawing of Daredevil. What's it say here? The very newest and possibly the greatest saga in the earthly career of Marvel's sensational blind swashbuckler. Daredevil was blind. See Daredevil fight one of the strangest trio of villains ever assembled. Down here it says, like a brooding wingless eagle, the dazzling Daredevil stalks the city's rooftops, ever alert, ever vigilant, his super sharp senses probing the night, searching for adventure. Great. Take a moment to focus here. Great comic book here. Great drawing of Daredevil. I'm going to take a little break here. So, YouTube friends, I read a few pages of my very rare 1964 Daredevil comic book written by the one and only Stan Lee. That my sister bought for me for $45, so it's quite a rare comic book. Taking a look at taking a look at the golf course here with the pond, which I like so much. Not a lot of traffic on the main drag there. And my bench, my favorite bench. I just love this bench. And let's see if that branch from the other day is still here. Yes, it is. The fallen limb, the fallen tree branch is still here. It'll be interesting to see how long it remains here. You got the old bench. It's the simple things in life. The water fountain there in the distance. The golf course. The pond, I love that pond. Coming around here. The golf cart trail. It's the simple things in life. Well, I'm gonna head on home. So, YouTube friends, I'm headed home. And it was kind of an interesting walk to the mailboxes. It was a lot of interruptions. People were walking dogs, and that kind of thing. But I got to, it was kind of nice to take another look at my Daredevil, my rare 1964 Daredevil comic book. That was kind of nice. Take a breather here. I'll be right back. So there's a kind of a strange feeling in the air. There'll be a hurricane coming tomorrow at about 3 o'clock to the villages. That'll probably be about the time that I'll put this up. It's kind of a strange feeling about it, you know. I gotta bring the rocking chairs in, and I gotta bring the bird baths in, and yeah, I got plenty of room in the garage. The car is gone, so I'm kind of feeling sad, a little homesick, you know. The Lincoln Park hat and the Lincoln Park shirt, kind of homesick for Lincoln Park right now. So I'm gonna close. So, oh, I haven't said this in a while. Please, if you like this video, please hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. You can hit the bell on the right-hand side of the word subscribe. It'll give you updates on when I put up new videos and vlogs and that kind of thing. So this is Richard Mabey signing off. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay positive. Signing off.